the guy contacted my mom saying, hey, we have a show in 2 weeks. Here are the 40-plus songs. Your daughter has 5 solo songs. There you go.
Oh, shit.
I only had, I think, maybe 1 rehearsal with them.
Oh, shit.
1 3 to 4 hour rehearsal.
And you killed it? You were able to get it done?
No. There's videos out there. I hope you never find them.
Now I'm going to go search for it.
Yeah, I'm not even going to give you my last name, okay?
That's fine. I can figure it out.
Nah,
I want to do that. That's funny.
Don't find them,
No,
please.
I'm not. I'm not going to lie to you. I might.
Okay.
It's my job as a journalist to get everything. The good
Please
and the
don't look it
bad.
up, y'all.
We're not going to go show them.
A little bit rough today
Why is that?
because I just sang a total of 8 hours over the weekend. So
Oh shit! Oh, you did. Oh, you did have two performances,
shows.
huh?
Yeah, a few weeks ago I think I had 3 or 4 shows back to back, all within a 3-day span. So
Oh damn! You really
so my voice
killing it.
sounds a little bit raspy. Sorry, y'all.
It's fine. It's fine. So I have the I don't know how to call it, the pleasure, or because we never really had a conversation. We just met at Nessa's thing.
Yeah.
Scared the fuck out of me. You came up to me. I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this talking to me? But then I
You're
was
like,
like,
who's this?
Yeah, but then I was like, oh shit, I recognize you because we had spoke on Twitter, I think, one time.
Yeah.
And I was like, recognize. Like, oh shit, what's going on?
That's crazy.
That's funny as hell. Yeah.
Scared you.
It scared the fuck out of me.
Why
I'm
is a 5'4" Latina talking to me?
People don't just come up to me and say, hey, how's it going? That scared the fuck out of me, but that was dope. It kind of broke the ice a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, how's it going? You know, so you are singer?
Yes.
Singer, songwriter?
Singer, songwriter.
Is there a specific genre that you classify yourself in?
I would say R&B. I'm just
R&B.
experimenting a little bit. Everything like bedroom pop, R&B, even
What
some
is-
country.
What is bedroom pop?
Bedroom pop's like, that Claro type vibe.
Mm.
So, like,
That's
just
dope.
like little fun stuff.
You ever think about going like full pop, like Katy Perry?
Ooh, I've thought about it before, but I like R&B. I feel like I'd be more vulnerable with it.
It's absolutely more vulnerable. Well, since R&B, let's just start from the beginning. You know, because of your career, you're gonna get these questions a lot, so we're just gonna get them out the way. So, how did you start singing?
So my mom says I started singing at like 2. I recognized my first song in the womb when she was like 6 months along. But for me, I moved from Arvin to Bakersfield, and I originally just wanted to play guitar. That was what I wanted to do. But then I joined the choir at Buena Vista Elementary on accident.
It all starts at the choir.
On accident, because like I got bullied a lot, and they said, "Oh, you get out of class early on Fridays," and I was like, "Really? Just for being in choir?" So I tried out, and the teacher's like, "You can sing." I was like, "What are you talking about? No, I can't. I'm just here to sing my little harmonies and go."
Right. just to get out of school early.
Yeah, it was kind of accidental. I just wanted to play guitar. That was it.
How did that translate into, I guess, a career? I mean, at what point did you realize, like, all right, I want to make this a career?
I was probably 11 at that point, and once I got into choir, the teacher basically gave me solos and all that, and I was like, oh, I like how I feel in front of a crowd. And then, since I play a little bit of guitar, I started writing poems, and those transitioned to songs. And at first, my parents were very much against it. Like, you're going to school to be a lawyer. I was like, I don't want to be a lawyer. I cry when people argue with me. So
That's funny.
Yeah, and so it wasn't until I was maybe 13 when my parents started being more open about it. My dad's been my biggest supporter since day one. It took my mom a little while until I was 17 when I was already doing it.
And he was already like into it.
Oh yeah, I started at 15 years old singing in clubs and bars. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You was at 15 singing in clubs?
Yeah, singing in clubs.
Did they know you were 15? Did they?
No,
She's a talent.
I said I was 18. I wasn't even old enough to have a permit. Okay.
Oh, shit.
And like, or what are you drinking? I was like, I'm the DD. So
you got to skate around it. Yeah, I'm the DD.
I'll take a Sprite.
I'm allergic to alcohol, really.
I'll take a Sprite on rocks.
That's funny. So you've been performing for a while now.
Yeah.
'Cause how old are you now?
I'm 23.
Oh, yeah. So
Like
you've been
8
performing
years.
for a while now. I know just from a lot of the people that I talk to, performing is one of those, like, one of those hills that everybody has to eventually kind of conquer, because making music, recording music is all very intimate.
Oh, yeah.
So it's easy to go ahead and do that, but performing in front of a crowd and everything, that's a completely different animal that a lot of people haven't been able to conquer yet. So that's dope. Performing at 15. I mean, You said that your parents weren't necessarily at first very supportive of that.
It wasn't even that. I guess they were more scared about the music industry as a whole because it's very male dominated, and I was very young.
Yeah, especially back then.
Oh, back then,
I think now it's kind of opened up a little bit more. I guess specifically for like the hip hop genre, but even R&B kind of goes hand in hand with that. At what point did they, I guess, get on board? Were they like, all right?
I think I was 15 doing my first show. You know, I told my mom, I was like, I want to sing in a band. I want to sing in front of people. And she's like, whatever, you don't want to do that. I was like, yes, I do. And I found this band. She found them actually and said, hey, my daughter sings. I heard you're looking for another singer. I originally started with background vocals.
Right.
Because I was very shy. Even now. But the guy contacted my mom and said, hey, we have a show in 2 weeks. Here are the 40-plus songs. Your daughter has 5 solo songs. There you go.
Oh, shit.
I only had, I think, maybe one rehearsal with them.
Oh, shit.
1 3 to 4 hour rehearsal.
And you killed it? You were able to get it done?
No. There's videos out there. I hope you never find them.
Now I'm going to go search for it.
Yeah, I'm not even going to give you my last name, okay?
That's fine. I can figure it out. Nah, I want to do that. That's funny.
Don't find them.
No, I'm not. I might. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might. I'm just. It's my job as a journalist to get everything, the good and the bad.
Look it up, y'all.
We're not gonna go show them. So, Hunnie is your stage name?
Yes.
Where did was that from 15? Where did that originate from?
So I started recording really late. I was 20 years old when I finally got into the studio.
Oh shit.
My first producer was Kratel. Started going back and forth, and I recorded my first single, Convenient. Horrible. Horrible.
Did you put it out? Is it out?
Yeah, it's out.
Okay, good.
But like, first one of those first songs. I wrote it for over 6 years. It was just an idea.
Shit. Yeah.
And, recorded that one, and he's about to send me the file, and he's like, what do you want your stage name to be? And I was like, I don't know. So I went home from that session and started thinking of names. And I was like, what about like Hunnie? And I asked a few of my friends. I was like, what do you think of Hunnie? They're like, that's really marketable. That sounds really cute,
Yeah, it's
my parents were against it.
I mean, obvious reasons.
Like a taste of honey.
Yeah.
And then I went back to Kratel. He's like, Hunnie? All right, how do you want to spell it? I was like, I got to think of the spelling too.
Yeah, it all matters.
Yeah, Hunnie. And he's like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, the IE throws a little flair.
Just a little bit.
The little flair. That's dope. So you said 20 you first started recording.
Yeah.
Were you going by a different name or anything before then? Or?
Oh, I never released anything.
So you were just...
I was just there.
Your first name is singing now? What, why wait so late to start recording?
Because I wanted to get experience on stage. And I was really nervous about going to the studio and finding a producer I'm comfortable with. Because I feel like songwriting is a very vulnerable experience.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to put my heart out there for someone that doesn't really understand it. And, I just wanted to perfect my songwriting.
That's dope. Yeah, like I said earlier, most people, recording is something they jump right into because of that exact reason. It's very intimate. So I guess they feel more comfortable being more vulnerable by themselves or just with other people in the room.
Yeah.
Because performing is just being on stage in front of everybody. It's kind of like letting everybody in at the same time. Because I'm not a performer, but like at Nessa's thing, I was, the
MC?
The MC host. I've never done anything like that before.
Really?
That was my first time. It was the alcohol. 100%.
That was it.
Because I remember when I first got on stage, I tried to be funny and shit. Nobody was fucking with me. I don't know if you got there. When I first got on stage, nobody was fucking with me. I tried to make a joke. Crickets. Oh,
I've had those experiences.
It was crickets. And then I got back on stage. I had a cup of alcohol in my hand. And then I was like, all right, now I'm more comfortable. People are fucking with me. Is there anything that you do? I mean, I guess you're used to it, but when you first started performing, was there anything that you did to kind of help get more comfortable with? Talk about your first experience performing.
I was nervous. I mean, I'm 15 on stage. I'm the only girl in the band, and all these people are looking at me. I was like a deer in headlights. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. I was really shy for a very long time. But I think I started talking in the mirror to myself, what I'm going to say on stage.
You hit one of them Eminem, your time is now. I forgot the name of the song. That's funny.
Yeah, I started doing that, trying to get more comfortable, or just talking to myself, walking through my house.
Yeah.
Or I have a mic stand. I would set it up and pretend I'm in front of a crowd and just, work on my hand movement, like the verbiage and all that.
Yeah, you did one of those. Imagine everybody in their underwear sticks.
Not even that, because I start laughing if I thought of that.
Shit. Yeah, that's funny, man. So 20, you start recording. How was the experience? Start recording. I mean, when you released the song, did you have any expectations as far as what it was gonna do, or was it just let me just put it out there to see like what the experience is like?
So this is a funny story that not many people know. At 19, I went through a lot. I went through a really bad heartbreak. I got let go from the band I was in at the time.
Oh, shit.
Fired. He hadn't made a pay. Said,
that's the same one you've been singing with for...
No. It's a whole different band.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, let me go. And I was just going through it, didn't really know what I want to do.
Right.
With, like, school, music, all this.
Yeah.
And I'm telling my mom and my dad, and they give me an ultimatum. Either you start releasing music, because, like, or you have to stop it altogether.
Yeah,
you have too much potential to really just sit at home be singing cover bands.
Right.
And like either that or like, we're going to stop the music thing altogether. You just work and go to school, nothing music related ever again.
Yeah. So it's really your parents that were like...
My parents kind of pushed me and I was like, okay, give me some time to find a producer. I found Kratel.
Shouts out to my guy Kratel. So it seems like what you originally were planning is just being in the bands and performing live. Yeah. Were you ever planning on releasing music, like recording before then?
I was, but I was just more trying to find someone I felt comfortable with,
Yeah, I feel it, man. I feel it. That's dope. Shit. So, how many bands have you been in since starting?
This is my third band.
What's the name of it?
TCB Music. I'm the owner of it.
Oh shit!
I started at 19.
What the? All right. Talk about starting a band, because I know you were like the lead singer, right? Yeah. I didn't know that was your band.
Yeah, it's my band. At 19, got let go from that band. My dad was more mad about it than I was.
Right.
He's like, we're gonna start our own band, and I was like, okay, whatever. There's a knock on the front door. All this equipment is starting to get shipped out.
And this is Dad doing this?
Dad doing
this?
Oh shit! He's been my biggest supporter. Hi, Dad.
Oh shit.
But started it, and then I think it was maybe like March. March, whenever it started getting shipped out, and then June, I started pulling my guys in. I was like, starting a band, you want to be in it. And I got lots of no's before I got a few yeses. From
people that you asked to be in the band?
Yeah,
So the people that you're in the band with now, how did they, first of all, who are they? Let everybody know who they are. Give them their flowers. All
right, so on bass, I have Mike Lujan. On drums, I have Eddie Trevino, and then on vocals, I have Chelsea B. They're my group. They're my people for real. I've played with Eddie for over 8 years now, since I was 15. So he's been there for me through it all. Mike is the homie, been with us for about 4 years, and Chelsea has been with us for like 4 years now.
That's dope. So yeah, talk about so 19, you got let go from the band. Your dad is like, all right, we gonna start our own band.
Yeah.
What's the process of starting a band?
First you have to have equipment.
Right.
I knew I wanted to be the sole owner. My dad's like, that's your band, Because I remember always being told, like, you don't get to choose the music unless you own all the equipment. The dude that owns all the equipment owns the band. I said,
absolutely.
I own all the equipment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, then coming up with the set list. And then there's rehearsals. There's finding people. It was like this whole process. I didn't realize how much work it was going to be until I had to start my own. And then I remember the first place we got hired at was Hooters.
Oh, the one that's...
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And...
when you say get hired at, that means to, like, sing?
Yeah, to sing, And we didn't have any videos of the band during rehearsal. We didn't have anything, not even a logo yet. We went in there, called and said, hi, we're TCB Music, we want to play here. Come in for a meeting, we'll talk about it. I'm going there, and the guy, can't think of the manager's name, but he's talking to my dad, this, and that.
Oh, your dad was handling business.
Oh, my dad was handling business, but I'm, like, kind of looking around. I was like, oh, okay, I know I can fill up this place.
Right. Oh, shit.
And so the guy turns to my dad, he's like, hey, can't wait to hear your band. He's like, it's not my band, it's her band. And this guy's, like, 6'2", and I'm 5'4", for reference.
Yeah.
And I was like, hi, can't wait to play for you. And then he's like, are you going to pack the house? I was like, yeah. He's like, we'll see.
Oh, so his attitude switched when he figured it was your band.
You know, but I laugh about it now because me and him are still cool.
Yeah.
We laugh about that.
Oh, that's cool, though. Yeah. But that's good, though. That means you really were able to show him, like I'm her.
Yeah, we packed it up. There was a 2-hour wait. There was a line outside the building. He only had maybe like 4 girls on shift. He had to call some more to come in. It was that busy.
Oh, shit. And what year is this?
This is 2019.
Oh, damn.
I packed it full. If you ever been inside of Hooters...
Not this one. But in the Hooters, I assume they're all the same?
No, this one was like front to back. Bar was filled.
Shit.
Like, you know, everything.
And what were you guys, what were you singing? You guys, was it a cover band?
It's a cover band, you know. I was nervous, you know, because, like, I mean, it was a 2-hour wait time to get in there. People got there 4 hours earlier before we even went on, just so they can get a table.
How did that happen? Because I know you weren't necessarily recording music. Yeah. How do you guys get the word out? What promo goes into? Because this was your guys' first performance as a group, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, talk about how do you pack the house out?
So like I said, at that point, I've been doing music for 4 years. Obviously, I made connections, gained a little bit of following, you know, because like, oh, you're that little Latina girl that sings in these bands. You know, we like you, like what you see, like what you hear, like what you see. You know,
right.
And I was like, yeah, you know. And then once you hear, I started having my own band, made the Facebook page, and the likes started going up like automatically.
Oh shit.
So I just kind of gained a following over the years, you know. Plus people who have supported me throughout it, you know. Like, we're coming out, we're bringing our families, bringing everyone.
Oh yeah, that's dope. That's dope. How long? So you get a performance at Hooters.
Yeah.
Pack the house out, knock the doors off. Is there a follow up? Do they say, hey, come back, perform again?
We were their house band for a long time until they shut down.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Talk about being I guess, because like you were saying off camera, being a house band is like a residency, right?
Yeah.
Talk about the process of getting a residency.
It kind of just happens. I'm not too sure that like if we have multiple dates within a month with them, like, hey, you're playing this Saturday, this Friday, this Saturday. You know, I have a few residencies at different places like Brooklyn's Barbecue, the Old River Monte Carlo on Taft Highway, the Belvedere, and Harry's and Pismo. So.
Oh, and Pismo. Yeah. Oh, shit, you all around.
Yeah, I just be doing some stuff.
Nah, talk your shit. Talk your shit. That's dope. So you go playing bands, and your bands are still playing, and then you recording music on the side.
Yeah.
With the band or just solo? Solo. You ever think about recording music with the band, like original? So talk about. Do you have plans for that? Is that something you still trying to write up, or you know?
You know, it's all about finding the sound. You know, I'm very particular. I don't know if lots of people know that. You know, they see me in the band and they're like, "You're very nice." I'm like, right. I'm very particular about my sound. You got to. You have to be. If nobody else is, you have to be particular, because it's like at the end of the day, it is a representation of you and your own feelings. You know, so you want to make sure that you present it in a way where, one, it's accurate. Two, everybody will like it. You know, I asked my buddy, Christopher Casares, the one who was playing guitar last night. Yeah. You know, I asked him, like, hey, would you ever be down to do some studio work for me? He's like, I'm down. Yeah. Just let me know. I already sent him over some stuff. I was like, figure out some stuff on here. If I ever perform live, you're playing. I'm paying you. That's dope. Does it ever get murky, like being, I guess you're the owner, so whatever you say goes. But have you guys ever spoke as a group, like, let's record music, or I write music, or have they ever brought up anything to you as far as, like, their own original sound that they want, like, the band to play or anything? No, not really. You know, we play music because we love it. You know, it's not about the money. You know, it's not about the original stuff. We just genuinely love to play music. How do you guys vibe? Yeah, how do you guys come up with the song? Because like yesterday, I went to go see you perform. Yesterday, for reference, I don't know the date. April 15th. 15th. April 15th. I don't know when this is coming out. It depends on how, I edit. Anyways. Some of the songs you guys were playing were very fun. Like Blow the Whistle? Yeah. It's funny because you were playing Blow the Whistle, and I think me and my friend were like, oh, yeah, they're playing this? Nobody else looked like they knew what it was. But as soon as that one part came, what's my favorite word? At the top of my lungs, I screamed it. That was fun. So yeah, I assume you come up with the songs. Talk about that. We all come up with some of the songs, it's like a mixture, but like The Pony, Blow the Whistle, Hella Good, and Yeah by Usher. I'm about to say, yeah, you did, yeah. And Freak a Leak too, and Goodies. Well, for me, I'm the youngest one in the band, so I was like, guys, we got to do some stuff, if we want younger people to come out.
Yeah.
And my boy Mike on the bass and synthesizer, he comes to a rehearsal one day because I was like, oh yeah, I was listening to Goodies by Sierra, and he's like playing it. He's like, this is fun. We should do this. And I remember my dad, my drummer Eddie, and a few other guys. They were like, you're playing Pony by Genuine?
Yeah.
And we could never look at any of the guys for 6 months during that whole rehearsal and going to shows. Like, yeah, we're going to change it up a little bit in here. We're going to do Pony. Would not even look at any of them. I was like, I'm not looking. I was like, Dad, you need to step outside. You're about to hear me sing some very questionable lyrics.
That's funny. That's fun as hell.
Like, I was like, Dad, you need to step outside. I'm sorry. When he heard blow the whistle, he's like, I'm not sure about this. I was like, you'll see.
Yeah. Is that like a set list that you play all the time, or is that just, I mean, how many? Because I've never experienced a cover band before, so I assume you guys pick whatever songs and you just re-sing it. Is that like a specific set list that you guys do every time you perform, or how often are you like changing up the music that you perform and everything?
Oh my gosh! Right now we have maybe about 10 new songs we're learning. I think total as a band we know about 80. And in a typical set, like 4 sets, it's like 45 plus songs.
Oh shit!
I sing maybe 38 of them.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's dope. What's been your favorite song to sing, and maybe one that's just not been like, ugh.
Oh gosh, my favorite one to sing has been Saturday Love.
Okay.
And my least favorite one, Game of Love by Michelle Branch and Santana.
Santana, I love Santana.
Yeah, but
you guys ever cover what is it? No, not that one. What's the one? Smooth. You ever do Smooth?
I've tried to do it. It's too low.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Maria? I'm a huge Santana fan.
We've been trying to do it with Wild Thoughts, so.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I'm a huge Santana fan. Do you guys ever like get like requests, like when people find out like, oh, you're a cover man, well, can you sing this, can you sing that?
Yeah.
How does that go over? Are you receptive to it, or you just you listen to whatever we sing?
I'm like, put on $100 bill and we'll see what we can do.
Shit. Let me see what I got on my wallet. That's dope, man. That's fun. Like I said, I went to go see you perform. It was my first time. I had no idea what to expect.
Oh, gosh, I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, I had no idea. And then you started singing a song. I don't even remember. I don't even know the name of the song.
Yeah, by Usher.
Nah, it was. It has radio in it. On the radio. Yeah, I love that song. So I'm singing my heart out in a crowd. I'm like, oh shit! After like 3 or 4 songs, I'm like, oh, this is a cover band. This is fun as hell. Yeah. This is fun as hell. So you have a residency now. Currently, 4 different places?
Yeah.
Is there a specific place you like better than the rest? Can you
God.
say that?
No comment.
Okay.
I know, but my guys really love the Monte Carlo. We love all these places equally, but the Monte Carlo is pretty fun.
What places do you get the best the best crowd?
I think it's a little bit everywhere. Harry's, I remember one time it was a 3-hour wait
to get in. Oh shit!
3-hour wait. We had it packed to capacity,
shit.
dance floor all night. Everyone dancing, grooving. 3-hour wait time around the corner. That's
crazy. See, I had no idea. My mind is really getting blown right now because I had no idea it was that serious. I'm not surprised. I just had no idea.
Yeah.
Do you ever use techniques when you're performing in a group, when you're performing solo?
Oh yeah, I think I've become more comfortable on stage, over time because I've been performing live for so long. So when I go into the studio, I'm like, okay, I know how to work a crowd a little bit. Working with a live band, a different band than mine. I recently got asked to do Juice Bar Live coming up in May.
That's dope.
They're like, hey, we're going to send over your songs. The band's going to learn them. I'm like, okay, cool. Most people would freak out, but since that's what I've grown up around, I'm like, okay,
that's
take
dope.
it all with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
It happens.
So let's go to your solo career now, right?
All right.
Because you are new to recording, essentially. It's only been a few years. I've checked out your Apple Music playlist. There's a few songs on there, including the EP.
Yeah.
Is there anything, do you have a specific set list when you're performing solo, or is it just we're going to run through everything since it's so compact?
It kind of just really depends because right now I'm in the middle of recording an album. I'm almost done with it.
This is your first one, right?
Yeah, my first album.
Oh, shit.
So I've been performing a little bit more of the unreleased stuff. live. You know, try and get a feel to see how the
crowd feels it.
You know, but I'll still perform if I'm being honest. You know, people are like, I like Letter to You.
Yeah, I know people like their favorites that they like can sing along to.
Yeah, White Girl Wasted. You know, they like those.
I gotta listen to that. I don't think I've listened to that.
Wow. I'm leaving.
Nah. So, cause when I first, I think I reached out to you. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. So I was like, fuck, let me go ahead and listen to some of her music just so I can kind of get a vibe of the kind of artist that she is. So I ran through the EP first, which is great, and then I ran through ran through the last single you put out, which was Cool.
Yeah, Cool.
I couldn't think of the name. I really like that song, by the way.
Thank you.
So you're recording a new album. Is it scary? It's weird because usually I like to ask people questions about performing because, again, that's the biggest hill. But you've been performing since 15. You've only been recording for 3 years. So I assume there's more maneuvering for you when it comes to actually recording. Is it scary? Because this is your first full-length album.
Yeah, it's scary, you know.
Why?
Because I'm being vulnerable. I don't like to write anything I won't feel.
Right.
You know, I'm more being honest in all aspects. So recording an album is just a whole different animal. Right now I'm recording with Zoe. So he's the homie.
That's funny as fuck, bro. I heard his name earlier today.
Yeah.
I had somebody in here who was performing. I think I need some water. He recorded his song with Zoe. I just heard the name before.
No.
Continue.
It's funny, though, because Zoe was supposed to be the person that I was going to start off with. But then I was like, I'll see, because my mom and his mom are best friends.
Oh, shit.
So, like, you know, once I was like, you know, I want to record an album, and I asked him, I was like, would you be down? He's like, you're like family. Of course I'm down.
Oh, you got that free studio time?
No.
That free studio time?
No, but, like, you know, kind of just, you know, been there. He's watched all the stuff and came out to the shows.
That's dope.
He's like, let me know when you're ready to record. So
what's the name? Do you have a name of the album? What is it? Can you tell it?
Yeah, I can tell you guys. I'm pretty honest about it. So it's called What We Talk About.
And what do we talk about?
So it's based off, I can't think of the author right now. It's based off the piece What We Talk About When We Talk About Love. And basically, if you've never read that story, it's all these like friends at a dinner table at a dinner party, and they're talking about their different versions of love and what it meant to them. One woman's like, oh, my husband hit me and I call that love. And one of them's like, you know, oh, my wife makes me coffee in the morning and I call that love. Right. And there's a line there that says, I think we ought to feel foolish that we know what we're talking about when we talk about love. Right. So I based it up around all that.
Do you think that that's a prerequisite to read that before we jump into listening to the album?
You can. It's not required, you know, because what I knew about love during, if I'm being honest, is very different to what we talk about. Right. You know? Right. I was 19, 20, 21 when I was writing those songs. And what I thought of love then is not my definition of it now.
Right. So this is more of like a growth from what you were experiencing back then to what you're experiencing now. Yeah. How long have you been writing it?
Oh, so let me just see, because I'm pulling my phone.
Yeah, because I'm a writer. I fancy myself a writer, but writing poems, writing music is something that escapes me like altogether. So when I find somebody who writes their own music, it's always like, how? Like, a complete transparency, I could never be that vulnerable.
So right now, in What We Talk About file on my phone, I have 162 songs. Shit. And I'm only going to record maybe about 11 of them.
What decisions went into deciding those 11 songs?
You know, kind of just what I'm feeling that day. You know, whenever I feel inspired, I'll just pull out my phone, type it in.
And then that'll make the tape. Do you think that it'll change from, I guess, when you decide, like, all right, this one song I want to go on here, maybe a week later you'll be like, maybe not anymore, and then switch it to something else?
Yeah, you know, one of the first songs I recorded is called Wish You Could, and it was with Zoe. And I wrote that in maybe 10 minutes, recorded it, did clean takes for all the vocals, all the harmonies. And he's like, all right, I just need to mix and master this. I told him, like, I don't want to record this again. He's like, why? I was like, because you can't get that vulnerability a second time, you know?
Right. Let me ask. So, we asked earlier, and you consider yourself, I mean, not consider yourself, you're an R&B artist. Yeah. Was there any other choice for your music career, like any other direction that you could have taken, would have taken, should have taken?
I originally just wanted to be an acoustic artist. You know, play my guitar, Fleetwood Mac, early Fleetwood Mac stuff.
I love Fleetwood Mac. I love Fleetwood Mac.
Just wanted to do like Jewel and all that. Just have my guitar, sing my songs. That was it.
And that was it. And when did it, I guess, morph into what it is now?
I started listening to a lot more R&B. You know, I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind doing this. This sounds cool. Like I listened to Sinead Hartnett. She's a dope artist. Love her. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, all right, I think I could do something like this. And you kind of switch, because like I said, writing music and singing music, you got to be completely vulnerable, especially with R&B, right? And there's different versions, different kinds of R&B and everything. So it's got to be insane to like give so much of yourself to everybody. Because I mean, so far, out of all of the music you recorded, have you been happy with the reception? Like what goes through your mind when you're like, all right, I have this tape, this song out that I want to release. How is everybody going to receive it?
You know, one of my least favorite songs I recorded, for if I'm being honest, was Nevermind. Because I hated how I was feeling whenever I recorded it. And that's one of the songs I get the most compliments on.
Of course.
They're like, you're so vulnerable and open. I was like, dude, I cried after that.
Oh, shit.
You know, Letter to You, that's been one of my favorites I wrote, because I'm very open and honest. My homie told me, he was like, who opens up a song with haven't talked to you in 4 months? I'd like to keep it that way. And I was like,
that's funny.
Yeah, you know, he's like, who opens up a song like that? I was like, I do.
And people love it. So fuck you. And how long have you been? So I just want to, let's get a full scope of, so you raised in Bakersfield?
Yeah.
I know as far as like the R&B community in Bakersfield, how is that being a part of that community? Is everybody copacetic? Is it fun?
Oh, it's very fun. You know, I've met some really dope people, met lots of dope rappers. You know Chuck? He's the
love
homie.
Chuck. Bro, I hear nothing but nice things about Chuck.
Oh, he's the homie.
I love Chuck.
We actually met like 5 years ago, and I didn't see him until recently.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny with Chuck. The first time, I guess I wouldn't say I met him. The first time I saw him was at like a pop-up. He was performing. Yeah. And I'm just, transparency again. Yeah. I didn't stay to hear him perform, but I just saw who he was, and I was like, oh, this bro can't rap. Like, not interested in hearing this man rap at all.
Oh,
like,
my
I wasn't.
gosh.
And I think I might have told him, but then I heard his music.
You're like, oh.
And I was like, yo, who the fuck is this?
Yeah,
who is this? And then they were like, oh, that's Chuck. That was bro who did this. And I said, bro, this is a man that raps like this? And then I'm a huge fan. Yeah, I love that man.
No, I met him 5 years ago when I was 18. I was still singing in the cover band.
Right.
Different one. And he was rapping. And my dad wanted to meet him because like, I like him. And I kind of blew him off.
Oh, shit.
I kind of blew him off, you know.
Yeah.
We kind of blew each other off. And then I didn't see him until 2022 when I did Stephanie Solis's Soulfully Speaking.
The first one or second one?
I think the second one.
The one at the Towers?
No, the first one.
Because I went to the second one. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I went to the second one. I don't remember necessarily who was performing, but
I think it was the first one.
Yeah.
You know, and I saw him, and I was like, Chuck? And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, I'm Hunnie.
Yeah, you do that. You just come up and say, hey, how's it going?
But yeah, it was so crazy. We talked about it recently. He's like, that's crazy. It all just came full circle now.
Yeah.
And then we didn't see each other until like later. He's like, hi.
You guys worked on any music together?
Yeah, we actually have a song. We're working on one right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, shit. What can you tell us about that song?
I was like, maybe afterwards I'll show you a little snippet.
Hey, yeah, I mean, we got the speaker right there.
Oh, my God.
Do you have any music with rappers? Like, where you're... Because I know, like, with rap... a big part of, I guess, another genre, a big part of making rap music is a collaboration between, you know, rapper and singer.
Yeah.
Do you have any collaborations with rappers?
Oh.
That are out there?
The only one I have is Cortel.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm working on expanding it a little bit more.
Have people, like, expressed interest in working with you? And you just say, fuck you? Hell no.
No. I'm just very selective. I'll listen to the beat. I'm like, you know what? Someone else would sound better on this than I would. Like, I would let you down if I performed or did something.
You don't even give it a try? Like not even with them, just, like, maybe go home and be like, all right, let me see, like, what it might sound?
I'll sit on it, you know, try to write something. I'll be like, okay, you know. And I'll be like, someone else could do a lot better job than I would right now. You know.
I feel it. That's honest. You know, I don't know if I could be like somebody else might sound better. I might just try and go for it. You know, but that's why I'm not a singer. You know, that's why I write.
Like
nobody wants to.
Don't confuse it for me not being confident.
Right.
I just want to give out the best to people.
Yeah.
And not just something where I'm unsure of it, because then you can hear it in the vocals, in the lyrics.
It just won't be good. Like I've talked to a lot of singers and rappers, and they're like, you know, this beat sounds dope or whatever, but it's like somebody else might sound better on it than I would, even though whatever I would give you would be my best. Yeah. It's just not for me.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, so that's dope, man. So you've been recording music 3 years. You're working on an album now. Is it almost done? We still gotta wait for it a little bit longer.
I probably have a set time to release it, like later on this year.
This year?
Yeah, like maybe August.
Oh, okay. So what? I mean, do you outside of the album, do you have any plans on like your career? Because I mean, I don't know how well being like a solo artist and then the band, how well those correlate. Do they ever like entangle with each other, or?
It's kind of hard navigating it now, but you know, it's been kind of fun. You know, my band wants to do my stuff, which is pretty cool.
You haven't sang your own music with your band?
No.
You need to do that.
I know I do. But just with this new album, you know, I have a lot more, you know, instruments that's like easy to transcribe over, where my stuff that you heard on If I'm Being Honest and Cool, it's a little bit hard to transcribe over to guitar, drums, bass, you know, keyboard.
But this new one, you have some stuff, you know. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah, you know, and they're very supportive of my solo stuff.
That's
They'll
dope.
tell their like friends, like, yeah, our lead singer has like other music too, you know. And I'm like, oh, you have to tell them. Thanks.
No, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, is there anything else you want to tell them? Anything you're looking forward to? Anything they should know as far as the people?
I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me, and also shout out to Elijah for having me here today. Hopefully y'all keep streaming my music and keep seeing my heart for what it is.
Yeah, no, it was a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. Like I said, I know when, because I'm still kind of new to this whole area. So I do a lot of asking around, like, all right, who's got music coming out? Who's this and that? And then I think Stephanie was like, oh, honey, just drop some music or whatever.
Yeah, she's cool.
Stephanie she's dope. Yeah. She's actually going to be in here next Friday.
Oh, okay.
Interviewing her next Friday again.
I've known her for years.
Yeah, it's funny because when I first started this, somebody had told me about her, and I ended up putting her in a magazine. I think it was issue 3 that I did. So she's dope. She's dope. But yeah, man, I'm real happy that I was able to get to sit down and talk with you.
Thank you.
And chop it up, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, again, y'all, stream everything she's got. Look out for that new album. I don't know how to do outros. Still new at this, so this is what y'all get.
Don't worry. The single's coming out soon.
Oh, shit. Single's coming out soon. Y'all look out for that. All right.